ebusia mam kosma wakwa aba emfama ke black media makache say ha de o yenya tena se a de ekoso wa monyesemu de ekoso wa Ghana no de ekoso ba bia wiase fo na bia no enya to fom pa ye de besomo na wahu de eko na ne eba na we de fre no atadwe na de ya wi atede ne no a na Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekodan 24-hour economy no olanche de kire Ghana fo nyina se asema no o sha Ghana fo bo so be mampani a ole 24-hour economy no ode ba no enu a opa ho ntoma ma etitire atwetwo wuro nyina akopie ho ma odane nyina kire Ghana fo se afa de adwumadie no etumi abaso ene e ba betena 24-hour economy no a mampani kasa bebre se 24-hour economy e kan no nkire se ye koya adwuma na dwumu nyina enu a wo cheche se de 24-hour economy no na otitire yana se opani a wodi dwumadie nanim eye presidential advisor owura gutichando na enei ana wo chechirem se ena Ghana fo bebre susu se anasa Ghana fo bebre dwene se ekuafo so de 24-hour economy de ebe no so nyemu chefa na enei opani enya daje chechirem se de ekuafo ensu benya benefit a 24-hour economy no ede be mo no yenko hwe ni video no emra.
So let me explain how the Grow 24 will work out. There are already farmers like you existing, all right? And you know that there's some certain barriers that you confront. So, fertilizer availability, mechanization support, on-farm maintenance through expanded and intensified extension and so on, and many other components. When we wrote the document, and the document was written, as I said yesterday, by several interactions with the farmers, with industrialists, private sector, with the state and so on. They said, look, if we have certainty of land title, if we have water for irrigation, so we can be operational 365 days a year and do several crops, particularly the vegetables complex and the cereals complex. If we have connectivity, data, so that we can basically transport information, access information simply and clearly. No, right now you can even do extension online. Okay. If we can have road systems that allow us to exit our produce to market centers. If we can have logistical support that allows us basically to achieve greater efficiency in logistics and a reduction in transport costs to market centers or to factory gates, then we know that agriculture will be de-risked and we can invest. And if we have the right type of funding. So basically the program is structured around one, production transformation, supply chain and markets efficiency, and of course human capital development, because you want the workers that you basically are going to work with to be technically competent, committed to their work, and disciplined, because without discipline and a work ethic, you cannot challenge the Asians who basically have a tremendous work ethic and therefore are competitive globally. Now, when I want to be a farmer, what do I want to, especially an industrial farmer, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a lower tax burden. I'm looking for incentives that allow me to invest in specific value chains. I'm looking for better and lower priced credit or loan support. At some point, I may even be looking for equity injection to grow my business. And I'm looking for long-term funding. And I'm looking for capable, skilled workers. Apart from all the infrastructure components that I've mentioned about energy and so on. So what we've done is to design the project in two parts.
Okay.
The infrastructure that I mentioned, land, energy, water, and so on, we basically said, look, the best point of contact, even though the project will be done all over the country, the main central corridor of expansion and transformation is the Volta Lake Corridor or the Volta Economic Corridor. Because on both sides, you have 10 kilometers this way, 10 kilometers this way, 8 million hectares of land. Multiply by that by 2.4 or 2.42. That is almost 20 million acres of land.
Yeah.
All right? If you net out the forest reserves, you have 4 million hectares of land. If we're able, together with the farmers who are already there, build out and develop agroecological parks that we call Ablodo, integrate the small farmers to an anchor farmer like you, who has the capacity and the experience to be able to cultivate 10,000 hectares, let us say. And on that 10,000 hectares, what are we going to find? So you are private sector. You are basically plowing and planting and threshing and so on this land. You're growing soybean, maybe a part is rice, maybe a part is vegetable, and so on. So multi crop approach. You have an investor who wants to provide farmer mechanization support. So GIF, which is the SPV holder and concession holder of all this land from VRA, alongside the communities that are alongside the lake, all right, will basically provide the energy. It will provide the irrigation backbone. Because that opportunity is there, and there are farmers there, and there are cooperatives integrated to the anchor farmer like yourself, an investor who wants to basically confine themselves to mechanization services and extension services will be there as a private owner of a farmer service center and provide mechanization services for your 10,000 hectares, for your for the small farmers who are integrated to you. Also provide extension services and support, including technology support and so on, in terms of seeds and so on. So that is itself, agriculture inputs becomes a business run privately, and people are doing it, but they're doing it in a fragmented manner. We want to concentrate that. So you, the farmer, don't have to invest in machinery. So your capex component is much lower. You basically rent based on protocols established by the Ablodo. So it's fair to you and it's fair to the co-op farmer who is basically selling. And what is your role? Your role is that apart from cropping your own farm, you also become a conduit for input credit to the farmers, smallholders who are integrated to you. And why are small farmers important? They produce 90% of our food. There are people who want to wish them away. You can't. So the idea is really to upgrade them in terms of their facility with technology. So it is through the anchor farmer that we begin then to integrate them, formalize them through the co-op systems, provide them with upgraded technology, upskill their capacities, and also put them together in a way that is easier to finance them. Because when they group, it's easier to finance.
So the
risk profile is different.
Abusam da say unya bre na ukoti opani gutita no. Ana wotem say abusuafo se no eba sa na se de akuafo no Ghana akuafo si bre no enhye bia ye de begu akwamama wono so akuafo wonya won dwumadi omoye no akoso wano to da bi omehia chemicals bi fertilizer ammonia ne de ka hunya de adwuma no wo se o de hyehye pa bi ebegu akwamti akuafo ene mo so 24-hour economy no enye omo ba be factory adwuma nko a se omo ye pharmacy hospitals ene private sectors ahodo a eyakase omo ye adwuma no enye omo nko na ebenya mu chefa na emom akuafo mo so muka 24-hour economy. K Black Media me say ha say time to cool like subscribe on comment bibia nyato from kukulo aha no ye de be ma wo onya top ma ye de be ma wo me da say unya bre na de bia time to cool na K Black Media.